Welcome to the port city of Mobile, Alabama, here at Hancock-Whitney Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the 68th Ventures Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, the Old Dominion Monarchs taking on a team from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish.
There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And first down to the offense.
Give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Monarchs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Butler. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. And the Monarchs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield. It's Butler. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. He'll throw on third down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Lowry. Flips it out in the flat. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Leary. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air. It's Lowry. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Ultimate 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Let's talk for just a minute about Old Dominion. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, that looking ahead.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Reads it, fires complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the move, it's Roach. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. The Monarchs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's blocked. Gashes the heart of the knee. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Monarchs are rolling down the field. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll try the run, and he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. Had to settle for the field goal.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. To the air, it's Lowry. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Lets it fly. He's got it. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. Great reaction by this defense immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Leary. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Broncos have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it there in Mobile, just another typical 68 Ventures Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the 68 Ventures Bowl.
The Broncos will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Finding open areas. Turning on the Jets. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving. The Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down. Got it set up on the outside. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football. Got a man. It's Thomas. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Holds it in the 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Makes the grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's some pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Pierce. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Roach. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Gets it out fast. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone. It comes down to... Reese.
guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point was good. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Handoff to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Broncos will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Thomas.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Western Michigan.
And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Monarchs.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. To the ground, he's got it again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Roach. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. Right on the money. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 40. All out of space. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Butler. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Roach. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Monarchs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Quick spin on the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the running game. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Monarchs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd down, going up top. Complete out of the backfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll slide after picking up the first down. And the Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, ODU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Wants to throw. It's Lowry. Here's a heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Timeout, Western Michigan.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brooks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take off. We'll get it started here in overtime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. He wants to throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's locked. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. They'll try to walk it off with a long field goal here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of